and welcome to Catalan News. The pro-independence parties keep their majority in the Catalan election. Altogether, they've got 70 seats, 2 more than the minimum needed for the majority. Yet the winner of the election is the unionist Ciutadans with 37 seats and 1 out of every 4 votes. But this hasn't been enough for the unionist bloc to stop a new pro-independence majority emerging in the parliament. While the Socialists haven't grown as expected, support for Mariano Rajoy's People's Party has drastically dropped. Only 4% of citizens have voted for the party, which suspended self-rule in Catalonia and forced the election in the first place after dismissing the Catalan government. In between, Catalonia and Common failed to be decisive in the chamber. In fact, the Barcelona mayor's party even suffered some losses. Here at Catalan News, we'll tell you all about it. The results of the December 21st election are already on the table. After the Spanish police violence on the day of the referendum, after deposing the Catalan government, and after 10 pro-independence leaders being sent to prison while some officials moved to Brussels, the pro-independence parties will be able to continue governing the country if they reach an agreement, that is, and measures against Catalan self-rule are lifted by Madrid. The Spanish government's measures taken over the past few months have failed to stop the independence bloc. Let's have a look at the actual figures. Unionist Ciutadans was first with 37 seats, with pro-independence Together for Catalonia and Esquerra coming second and third at a short distance. The Socialists are fourth, while far left Catalonia and Common and the CUP lost some votes, coming in at fifth and sixth. The People's Party is the last one. Altogether, pro-independence parties add up to 47.5% of the seats, while unionists 43.4%. In seats, the candidacies for a Catalan state got 70, while the unionists 57. The in-between Catalonia and Common drops from 11 seats to 8 seats. So in general, the blocs stay with similar weights of seats and vote share compared to the past election held in the country 2 years ago. One of the differences is that for the first time in an election, pro-independence votes are more than 2 million. Party officials have also been following the frenetic and tight count in various places throughout Barcelona and also in Belgium, along with supporters. Party with the most seats, Ciutadans, gathered at Plaza España, while the Socialists stayed at their headquarters. The People's Party followed the count in a hotel just by the sea. Catalonia and Common officials went to a university building, also in Barcelona, while the far-left pro-independence CUP party spent the evening in an industrial unit. Also, pro-independence Esquerra was in a bus station near Arc de Triomphe, while Together for Catalonia followed the counting in a central hotel, also in the Catalan capital. The election was also closely followed in Brussels, in a convention centre. The members of the deposed Catalan government in exile of both Esquerra and Together for Catalonia were together in electoral night, including the dismissed President Puigdemont. We speak now with our reporter Laura Pous, who is in Brussels, where the Catalan deposed ministers gathered tonight. Led by Carles Puigdemont, they are also carrying much expectation from international media. Puigdemont, as leader of the Together for Catalonia ticket, achieved 34 seats, a much better result than expected. It will be the main pro-independence party in the parliament and will probably claim Catalonia's presidency. Laura, what is the atmosphere in the EU capital like?
Good night. It's been a very intense night here in Brussels. We saw President of Catalonia, Carles Puigdemont, and 4 of his ministers, all of them deposed by the Spanish government, doing a joint statement here to say that clearly voters in Catalonia have rejected the Spanish government strategy, the Spanish government decision to apply Article 155 of the Constitution and suppress Catalonia's autonomy, self-government. They said that they are the legitimate government of Catalonia, and that's why they think they should be back in the Catalan government headquarters as soon as possible, because they said the pro-independence forces won this election. They have a majority of seats in the chamber, and that's why they think they should continue leading the country. They said the pro-independence forces have clearly gained the support of citizens, and that the Spanish government, and especially President Mariano Rajoy, has been clearly defeated in the ballot box.
Els presos han de sortir ja de la presó i el govern legítim ha de tornejar al Palau de la Generalitat, que és el nostre lloc, que és on ens volen els nostres ciutadans. La República Catalana ha guanyat a la monarquia del 155, que ho entenguin bé, que en prenguin nota.
We now head to Esquerra Republicana's headquarters tonight. Our reporter, Rachel Bathgate, is at the scene to tell us about the general mood there. Esquerra led most of the polls, but in the end, Puigdemont's candidacy was slightly more successful. Rachel, what is the atmosphere there?
Esquerra Republicana may not have gotten the most votes tonight, but that has not stopped its supporters and the atmosphere here at its headquarters from being elated. While expectations were high early on in the night, as it became more and more clear that there would continue to be a pro-independence majority in the Catalan parliament, supporters became calmer. But you could still hear chanting of independencia, independence from the halls.
Rachel Bathgate also spoke to some officials who followed the counting in Esquerra Republicana's headquarters in the Catalan capital.
We're happy with these results because, on the one hand, the pro-independence bloc is practically the same. We have an absolute majority.
Well, it's very clear that the independentist parties have won this election. For me, it's very clear that Mr. Puigdemont has got a plebiscite from the people as the leader of the coalition.
And now we can talk to Alan Ruiz Terol, who is in Barcelona's Plaza España, where Ciutadans supporters are gathering in order to celebrate their win. Yet it is a bittersweet victory for them because they have been unable to prevent a new pro-independence majority from emerging. Alan, what is the general feeling in Plaza España?
Hi Alex, as you all can see, the party is already over. But just behind us, there are still some people who stayed to experience, to taste this bittersweet or sweet victory just a bit longer. We spoke to a few supporters who were wearing these orange scarves that became a symbol of the Ciutadans campaign during the election. And they told us they were extremely happy for what they see as a historic victory. Still, we asked a few of them how did they feel about the fact that pro-independence parties managed to retain a majority at the Catalan parliament. And they said that today that it was not a day for doing all the maths, that today was a day for celebration, but still stressed that they may be happy but not blind, and that tomorrow the independence movement will continue to be here and they will have to face it.
All party representatives have already reacted to the results, which are complex and allow several parties to claim that they have won the election.
Hoy, 1.100.000 valientes han lanzado un mensaje al mundo, no solo a Cataluña, no solo al conjunto de España, sino al mundo. Y es que la mayoría social en Cataluña se siente catalana, se siente española, se siente europea y va a seguir siéndolo.
La victòria de l'independentisme és la victòria de tots i avui és la victòria de tots nosaltres, de Junts per Catalunya, d'Esquerra i de la CUP.
Aquesta nit l'independentisme ha tornat a guanyar les eleccions i les ha perdut el senyor Mariano Rajoy. Mariano Rajoy les va plantejar com un plebiscit a l'article 155 i avui la República ha guanyat el 155.
Aquests resultats no són els que perseguíem. No hem aconseguit una majoria alternativa al bloc independentista i tampoc hem aconseguit esdevenir el pal de paller d'aquesta alternativa.
Hem treballat incansablement per superar la polarització i aquest resultat ens reafirma encara més en la necessitat de superar aquesta polarització. Aquest país necessita obrir d'una vegada una nova etapa.
La República de l'1 d'octubre ha guanyat clarament aquestes eleccions. Per tant, felicitats a tothom i visca la República de l'1 d'octubre.
Estas elecciones, el resultado ha sido un mal resultado. Ha sido un muy mal resultado del que nosotros no nos podemos sentir ni mucho menos orgullosos.
This has been, for many reasons, a historic vote in Catalonia, but without a doubt, one of them is the number of voters who cast their ballots. The almost 82% turnout in today's election has been an all-time high for a Catalan election, up 5% compared to the past vote, which was already record-breaking in itself. The unprecedented circumstances in which the vote has taken place might have been one of the reasons why citizens turned up to vote en masse. It all started at 9 a.m. when the doors of the polling stations opened for a long 11-hour election day.
At 9 in the morning, polling stations throughout the country were already flooded with people, with many having to queue outside as they waited to cast their ballot. Polls suggested that this election may draw record turnout, exceeding even that of the elections in Catalonia in 2015. And they were right. Citizen participation is one factor that has made this election unprecedented. The circumstances it was carried out under also added to its exceptionality. Indeed, the elections were called by the Spanish government for the first time ever. This happened the same day Mariano Rajoy's cabinet sacked the Catalan executive following the declaration of independence last October. As of today, 3 candidates remain in prison, while the dismissed Catalan president, Carles Puigdemont, campaigning as the leader for Together for Catalonia, is in Brussels. Indeed, the color yellow, a symbol of solidarity with jailed pro-independence leaders, was banned in public spaces. Polling supervisors were also banned from wearing yellow ribbons, and voters were also concerned.
Volia venir amb la jaqueta groga, però he pensat que això sí que em podia portar problemes.
Bueno, sí, jo crec que cadascú té dret a expressar el que vol, i llavors doncs, jo també he vingut, no tenia llacets grocs i he volgut portar una cosa groga.
Yo creo que va a haber una participación grande, pues porque nos jugamos mucho, evidentemente. Entonces lo mejor es no hablar de boca y actuar.
The queues went on the whole morning. By 1 p.m., 34.6% of the electorate had already turned up to vote, just falling short of the 35.1% turnout at the same time 2 years ago. By 6 p.m., turnout had skyrocketed as a total of 68.3% of the electorate cast their ballot, exceeding even 2015 by 5 points. 2 years ago, the turnout was already the highest ever for a Catalan election, but now the exceptionality of the day has also been marked by the astonishing mass participation of the citizens of Catalonia.
Coinciding with the election, Catalan media reported today on an alleged document by the Spanish Guardia Civil police sent to the Supreme Court judge investigating Catalan leaders facing crimes of rebellion. The document shows how police are considering major pro-independence rallies as part of the case, as well as some renowned figures who came out in support of the cause. The football coach Pep Guardiola is one of the most internationally well-known names that appear in the documents. Currently the Manchester City coach, he has been a strong advocate for Catalan independence. In June this year, according to the document, he joined an event aimed at mobilising independent supporters and defending the referendum and the unilateral way. According to the lawyer of the imprisoned Vice President Oriol Junqueras, the Spanish police investigation has widened to include the massive pro-independence rallies held every year on Catalonia's National Day. The document reportedly also includes the names of people who are thought to be responsible for the roadmap to independence. For instance, the former president Artur Mas and also Marta Rovira, the leader of Junqueras' party, ERC, while he is in jail. That's the end of our second instalment of the 2-part election special, and what a day it's been. After 11 hours of voting, the final count took much longer than usual in Catalonia, leaving the official outcome uncertain until long into the night. And now only time will tell what happens next in the Catalan Parliament. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow for a summary of the election day's events.